Hi folks, it's Kelvin here. We run Coach for Leeds and surrounding areas as well as online coaching. In this little video, I'm going to share some thoughts on, am I overtrained or under-recovered? So quite often I speak to people and they say things like, oh yeah, runners generally train too much, don't they? Or they train too hard, or the easy runs are too hard, or they're always getting injured. And quite often in this context, when we think about training, we're thinking about training load. So the actual runs that we do. So when I think about training load, I think about frequency, intensity, time and type. And we can think of time also in miles and kilometers. But what's often the case is people are actually under recovered. So they're not recovering well enough. So when we think about recovery, we're thinking about hydration, nutrition and sleep. So if a runner's got hydration, nutrition and sleep pretty well dialed in, they can usually handle fairly high volumes of training with some intensity in there, maybe some strength training as well. If they don't have the recovery in place, training's not really going to work, or it's not going to work as well as it could. So when we think about hydration, we're thinking about that 2 to 3 litres a day, plus the right amount of sodium. When we think about nutrition, we're thinking about making sure that our macro split is somewhere near where it needs to be, and our overall caloric intake is enough to support the training we're doing, including making sure that when we're doing our actual runs that we're hydrating and fueling those runs appropriately. And that sleep is somewhere between that sort of 7 to 9 hours, in that sort of range somewhere. I'm not going to go into quality of sleep, that's just the quantity. So it is worth just checking in on those things, because most people, when their recovery is in place, they can handle more training load than they think. So I hope that makes some sort of sense. And if you've got any questions, please pop them in the comments below. And for now, happy running.